Oh, the bright lights. Hey, good evening, everyone. Wow, great to have such a nice turnout tonight. We appreciate you all coming over. I know it's a busy time of the year, right? Preparing for holidays, preparing for travel, preparing for people to come visit you, right? You have family coming to visit, right? All the craziness of the holiday time. So we appreciate you coming over tonight. This is a big deal for us, right? Recruiting signing day. Celebrating this is a big deal for schools all around the country. It's the time when we sort of celebrate our coaches' work. Our coaches have been working for months and months and months, traveling all around the country on phones and texts and emails, talking to potential student athletes all around the country, talking to parents and coaches. And this is the culmination of that effort. And so we like to celebrate it. And I know this has been something we've done in the past, having a signing day party. And I'm pleased that we could bring it back. I'm pleased that we can do that. You know, the previous iterations of signing days was always early in December, right? It was always the first Wednesday of December, traditionally. And now it's moved back a little bit, so it's a little bit harder for us. But we really, in future years, we're going to ask you to lean on your friends and family, like we always do, to get more people here. We want to make this a big event every year and make sure we have a great party and celebrate all the success, not only of our coaches' work, but of the student athletes that will be joining the T-Bird family. So thank you again for being here tonight. This is a big deal for us. And I also want to thank a few other folks. And I'm not sure I think he stepped out to take a phone call, but our provost was here, John Anderson. And that's a big deal. If you guys don't, the provost is I think second in command at the university, is the highest ranking academic official for the university. And for us, John Anderson is a T-Bird. I mean, he is a sports fan. He loves what we do. He supports what we do. He loves coming to all of our events and activities. So I was pleased to see John here tonight. I think he had to step out for a second, but John, thank you for being here. We also have one of our deans. I love seeing our deans at events. And you know, Shauna Mendini, she comes to everything. I mean, a huge T-Bird fan. I've been a T-Bird fan for a few years now, right? A couple years. But the dean of College of Performing and Visual Arts, did I say that correctly? I never get this. College of Performance and Visual Arts, right? So we appreciate you being here, Shauna, and bringing the guy that's sitting with you. And Rick, he's been around a few years too, and part of the T-Bird family. So we love seeing you. We also have one of our dear friends who's a state senator. Evan Vickers is here. Evan, thank you for being here. Thanks for all your support. The T-Birds, I know we see you at all events and activities and games, and Evan's so sort of nondescript. He sits up high and sits by himself sometimes, and it's always fun seeing you and stuff. So thanks for coming tonight as well. I also want to thank, where's Sadie? Sadie Spencer, where are you? Sadie? Oh, right there. Thank you so much for being here tonight and bringing your squad. It's so cool to see them and sort of the welcoming committee. It brings a different level of spirit and energy when the cheerleading team, the spirit team's here. So thank you so much for being here tonight. And then obviously behind the scenes, but we're streaming this event tonight because we want our signees to know how much they're loved. We want our signees, the recruits, to know that T-Bird family is ready to welcome them. So we're streaming this event tonight. So each of our coaches can talk about and tell us about the great recruits that we're signing that are going to join the T-Bird family. But it's also a great opportunity for our coaches to be able to say why these recruits are important, why maybe they've chosen Southern Utah, and I think it's good for the signees and their families around the country, maybe around the world, to be watching tonight, to be part of this celebration. So thank you all for everyone that's home watching right now for joining us tonight. So. All right, so each one of our coaches is going to come up and talk about the signees. Some of our teams have signed a few people, and we'll sign a few more later in the signing period, and others might be done with their signing class, and they'll talk about that when they come up here. So unfortunately, a couple of our coaches couldn't be here, right? Had some travel plans, some holiday plans in the mix already, but representing a couple of our coaches tonight is one of our great administrators. You all have met him and heard from him, and I'm excited to have him come up and talk tonight. So representing volleyball, soccer, and softball is Dr. Cedric Brown, our Senior Associate Athletic Director. So please welcome Cedric up to the microphone.
I am excited to be here this evening and represent the three teams that I support as their administrator. So we're going to start first with softball, and some of these names are pretty hard to pronounce, but I went on Google and I looked at them and heard, and hopefully I get them correct. So we're going to first start with our softball signees. Micaela Salvatierri. Micaela is from San Diego, California, and plays travel ball for the Corona Angels. She is an outfielder, a triple threat hitter. She has continuously been a contributor to her team's success. She was named on the all-tournament team for the Alliance Nationals both in 2022 and 2023. She will be a force on the base paths for the T-Birds. Maddie Marino is from Fullerton, California, and plays for the Corona Angels travel organization. Maddie is a right-handed pitcher with a dominant rise ball and changeup. In 2022, Maddie was named the Alliance Nationals on the Nationals tournament team. Look for Maddie to be an important member of the T-Birds pitching staff in 2025. Next, we have Tawny Mozzeri. She is from Peoria, Arizona, and plays travel softball for Rogue out of Phoenix, Arizona. She is a dominant infielder who can play anywhere you put her on the field, a great athlete with a lot of pop in her bat. Tawny was named first team all-region in her high school conference in 2023. Next, we have Michelle De La Cruz from Las Vegas, Nevada. She is a powerful player with a ton of pop in her bat. Michelle plays travel ball for the Athletics Mercado out of Dallas, Texas. She was a member of the Polynesian national team in 2021 and played all-region for her high school conference in 2022. And last but not least, Izzy Knight from West Jordan, Utah. She is a true utility player who can play anywhere you put her on the field. She plays travel softball for USA Athletics out of Salt Lake City. Izzy was named on the All-State team in consecutive seasons 2022, 2023. She also was named first team all-region for her high school conference. And those are your signees for your 2024 softball T-Bird team. Now, Kai told me to say that I'm Cedric, I'm not Kai. Okay, so 2024 soccer signees, Morgan Halverson. Morgan is a box-to-box middle fielder with quality ball striking ability. We have tracked Morgan from a couple of years after she attended multiple camps of ours. She will be enrolling early and have the opportunity to compete against some of the good opponents this spring. We look forward to Morgan developing in our environment while also bringing her competitive spirit to our group. Laura Puerdres. Laura is a very competitive holding middle fielder. We were able to see her at the Junior National Championships where we saw her competitive spirit, her ability and her desire to connect out of pressure, and her defensive ability to break up plays. Coming as a mid-year transfer will be great as it provides us with an opportunity to work with her for the semester before our fall matches. Also, Laura is joining us from France. She will add a diverse personality to our team. Lucia Rivas. Lucia is a skilled striker who is very good with the ball at her feet with the capabilities of scoring in a variety of ways. Bringing her love of the game from Madrid, Spain, also further diversifies our roster and adds a punch in our front line. Daria Musali. Daria was the starting goalkeeper at the Division II National Final Four program. She brings great experience and a competitive attitude that will raise the level of our goalkeeping unit. As a spring enrollee, being able to work with Daria this coming semester is exciting. Some of you may know this name, Rylan Tebbs. Rylan is athletic and competitive with the ability to play many wide positions. Adding a top local talent is also great for the community as she follows the Hunt twins who played here last year, also from Cedar City High. Her dedication to developing her game is evident through commuting 3+ hours to play with her club team in Salt Lake City. Being a discovery player in different ECNL and girls academy teams and training on her own. Rylan will jumpstart her career by enrolling at SUU and starting her experience this January. We look forward to watching her develop quickly this spring. Chelsea Lozer. Chelsea is a talented two-footed ball striker who can score goals and play people into great positions. She has a high soccer IQ and a great motor. She has the talent and the drive immediately to have impact results in the WAC. Playing at a club level, playing like a club like West Coast Girls Academy with coaches such as Doug and Platini has helped raise her IQ along with the demand to compete at a high level. Stacy Barisi. Stacy is competitive and an athletic goalkeeper who wants to win and is willing to do what it takes. She can make the big save as well as start the attack. She has an infectious personality paired with a drive to compete at the highest level. We look forward to watching her grow and develop in our competitive goalkeeping group. And last but not least, Miss Yui Fuji. Yui is a dynamic and exciting attacking player with a wicked left foot. She can score goals and plays a quality first ball to get assists. With a clean first touch and her ability to combine people, she consistently unlocks attacking space. Coming from Japan, she brings a high soccer IQ along with a great discipline in her movement to get open. Adding a talented attacker like Yui will add value to the final third of the soccer field. And those are your 2024 soccer signees. And last but not least, this is from Coach Casey Nady. Thank you to all those who, in the wonderful community of Cedar City, who supported us this season in 2023. Volleyball is excited to announce we have 13 returners for next fall. We added a few student athletes to round out our roster, which will include a couple of transfers along with Marley Irvin. Marley is an incoming freshman out of the class of 2024 in Ogalla, Nebraska. She is a 4-year starter from Ogalla High School who brings a sense of calmness and consistency. Marley is a well-rounded outside because she is a smart attacker, a calm passer, aggressive server, big blocker, and consistent defender. She will be able to contribute with her level of play right away to our season gym. Marley will do anything to get better, which includes driving 4.5 hours one way to compete at her club, the Nebraska Juniors. She has been awarded both All-Conference Player and All-Area Player 3 times and was ranked by Prep Dig magazine as one of the top players in the state of Nebraska in her class. She's a 5-sport winner in volleyball, basketball, tennis, track, and dance, where she is the co-captain of the team. We are excited to welcome Marley this fall to Southern Indiana. And that is your final signee, Southern Utah. I apologize. Southern Utah. Thank you.
Typically, our recruiting lasts all year long, so this time of the year, we really don't sign a lot. We have to wait a lot of times through the state track championships, and so our big signing class normally takes place in May and June. But we do have 3 that we've signed that we're really excited about that I think will help continue us to be a power in the conference, both in track and field and in cross country. And so here are 4 of the signees we've picked up already. The first one is Edra Nelson from Sky Ridge High School from Lehigh, town of Lehigh. He's a distance runner. He's one of the top distance runners in the state. He's about a 4:14 miler. That was as a junior, and we hope that he'll be well under 4:10. And coming into this conference, you need to be under 4:10 to be competitive right off the bat. And so our hope with him, he'll bring that strength and that when you can win at the state level and you know how to win, the transition into college is a little bit easier in competing. So we're really excited about him, adding him to our men's program, our distance program, which will also boost our cross country along with boosting our indoor and outdoor track strength. On the sprint side, Andy Rasmussen from Easton, Colorado, Easton High School, 2023 Colorado State champion in the 400 meters. She went 56:05. That's seconds once around the track. That's why she won the state championship, but she did that as a junior, so we're hoping she'll be well under 55. If she is under 55 in the quarter coming in, she'll be an instant scorer for us in the WAC championships, and so we're really, really excited. So she'll bring strength and replace one of the seniors we have, and we're hoping to transition her into the multis, and so we're hoping to make her a strong multi-athlete for us too. Sabrina Wright, out of Salt Lake City, Highland High School, another 400-meter runner. Our 400 team and our 4x1 team on both sides have been pretty strong in the WAC. We've been in the top 3 almost every year. That would have been just last year, I guess. And so we're hoping again this year. That would be every year. And so she brings more strength and some youth to the program, and we do lose a few seniors this year, but we're able to replace them with some very quality young athletes coming in. And on the throw side, Jaylee Gandert will be coming in. She's a javelin thrower and a discus thrower. She threw 135. She finished 3rd at New Mexico State Championship as a junior, so we're hoping she'll be up around the 140s, and if she is, she'll be an instant scorer for us in the javelin. And then just a side note with her, she's about 128 pounds in her division in the deadlift, and she deadlifts 320 pounds. And so when she came into my office and, wait, you're a thrower? And she's just like a solid muscle walking into the office. And then her deadlift was insane. So we're hoping to see good things out of her, and we're hoping we have a number of athletes, about 9 athletes coming off of missions that will fill some of the roster for next year also. And so it's looking to be a pretty good season for us. Thanks.
Hello, I am Tara Oglesby. I am the head women's golf coach, and this is my first year here at SUU. And this recruiting class is really special to me because it's my very first recruiting class as a head coach. So as you may or may not know, our golf team is very international. We have players from all over the world, and we are excited to continue that. So our first signee for next year is coming all the way from Thailand, and her name is Orchid. I'll try to say her last name, Wang Nam. And she is coming from Korat, Thailand. and she played for Pluk Panya School. And she is a very, very talented player. We are very excited to have her join our team and hopefully just take us to the next level. And our next player is coming from the other side of the world, from Oahu, Hawaii, Pearl City, from Kamehameha School, and that's Kirsten Hall. And I had the chance to go watch Kirsten play in Hawaii a few months ago, and she is just such a talented player. And what I really loved about her is, even in adversity, she just kept her composure, her dignity, great sportsmanship, and I think she's just going to bring a really great positive energy to our team. She's played in many national tournaments and has ranked really highly in them. So we're excited for these two ladies to join our team next year. Thank you.
I'm Tracy Mason. I'm the women's basketball coach here. I just want to thank you all for being here. This is a very exciting event. We have 3 players that we're going to add for next year. I'm super excited about this class. I think it's one of the best classes that we've had since we've been here, so I'm really looking forward to getting these 3 in here. The first one I'm going to start with is Sierra Chambers. She's a 5'8" shooting guard, point guard from San Ramon Valley High School in Danville, California. I've seen her play probably for the last 4 years. She's played for a club team that actually my daughter played for, and is kind of right in the neighborhood of where I grew up. So I'm super excited to have Sierra join us. She plays for the Cal Stars, one of the top Nike EYBL teams in the country. Last year she received numerous first team accolades as a junior. She averaged over 8 assists per game as a junior. This season she's averaging over 20 points per game. So she's a dynamic shooter. She handles the ball really well. She's played at a high level, and just super excited to have her join us. The next one is Denver Anderson. Denver is from Illinois, and kind of a unique story. She actually reached out to us. Her mom has a grant to work for the Native American tribe, and so they're trying to figure out somewhere in the West Coast to move to, and so they reached out and she visited some schools, and we were able to see some film on her and then see her in person, and we scored with this one. Just super excited about her. An amazing family, amazing girl. She's a 6'2" wing, but she really could play any position on the floor. She was recently named Max Prep's WBCA, which is the Women's Basketball Coaches Association Player of the Week, after scoring 39 points in a game. She broke her own school record, scored 39. That week she had scored 25, 31, and 39, so pretty good average for the week, and a pretty big time award. Right now she's currently averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Plays for a great club team. Again, another player who's just super competitive, just a great human being, and all 3 of these are. I'm just really excited about this group. The last one, we actually signed her the last day of the signing period, so she made a campus visit, and we kind of said, you know, you want to do this? And she brought her mom out here with her. She's from Hawaii. We had some great help with Joe, who got to spend some time with her and get to meet her family and her mom, and she's incredible, just an incredible athlete. Her brother plays football at UCLA. I think she's the second. There's 10 in the family, and they are all just athletes. So she's a 6'1" forward. Last year, she was the League Player of the Year, took her team to the first ever state championship. She was Volleyball Player of the Year this fall for her volleyball team. She's averaging 22 points a game and shooting 70% from the field, which is a pretty incredible feat. Just another wonderful human being, and just 3 super quality people that we've added that I think are going to help us instantly, and push the people that are here and really contribute for us this year. So super excited about these 3. Thank you.
It's short enough. Oh gosh, we'll go up high. It's just dropping. Scotty apologizes that he could not be here. I'm Jamie Wysong, the associate head coach for gymnastics. So I had to make a joke because Hool said they had a guy go 4:10 in the mile or something, am I right there? Where we have a 4:10 athlete. So that's what 4:10 means to us. So, and I think that she's kind of pushing it when she says 4:10. So we actually have 4 athletes coming in this year we're excited about. The first athlete we have is Mia Hampton. She joins us from Meridian, Idaho, out of Bronco Elite Gymnastics, and she's actually been attending our gymnastics camps, I'm gonna say for 5 years now, so we've had a really great opportunity to get to know her and spend some time with her. She's an all-around athlete, really good on the bars. That's where we could really see her pushing that freshman year, but has potential to be a really dynamic all-around athlete for us. She's a 4-time national qualifier. She's the 2023 Region 2 floor champion, and she's a 3-time state champion in level 10. So we're really excited to have her joining us, and she's gonna be one of the goofiest kids you guys have ever seen out on the floor. Just really reminds us of Rachel Smith, how she dances and just really puts her personality out there. You guys are gonna enjoy watching her. Our next athlete is Maya North, coming all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She's from Exquisite Gymnastics, and she is exquisite on the bars and the beam. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun watching her. She is a 5-time regional qualifier out of Pittsburgh. It's a really difficult region, so we're excited to get her. We have the 2 shortest on the team coming up, Sage Palladino. She's from Prescott, Arizona. She's from Arizona Dreams Gymnastics, and she has a potential for all-around as well, but look to see her on the bars her freshman year. She's got a really cool combination work that she does. It's not the typical bar routine that you see, at least with her dismount. It's really fun. And then she is a 6-time state champion, a 6-time regional qualifier, and the 3-time Arizona state champion. So next up, I like to call her Minnie, because this is the one that I think she's lying when she says 4:10. But this is Emily Countryman. She is from Tucson, Arizona, out of Arizona Dynamics Gymnastics, one of the best gymnastics programs in the country. And she is a dynamic floor and beam worker. She's small but powerful, really fun, and has potential on vault. We'll have to train her up just a little bit, but she's a late bloomer on that event. She's a 5-time state champion, a 4-time regional qualifier, and she's the region beam and floor champion, and a 2-time Westerns national qualifier. So we're really excited to get these girls out on campus, and we can't wait for you guys to meet our brand new Flippin' Birds.
Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Good to see a lot of friendly faces. A lot of people over the last 2 years that have become friends and like a family to our family. Thank you for being here. Really excited about the 15 young men that signed with us today. Before we get to talking about them, there's some thank yous that need to go out. In order for a football program to have a signing class, it takes an entire town, it takes the entire village and help there. I want to go through our administration: Christy Florence, Jeff Tukawafu, Marie Tuitt, Danny Ferry, Doug Newth. Want to thank you guys for your help with our recruiting class. Our bullpen needs a shout out, and Braden Hall and Jordan Brown, Nate Laylau, Garrett Castile, Megan Kelly, Joe Viavaca. Proud of myself for pronouncing that correctly. The staff at the Courtyard Marriott for everything they do on our recruiting weekends, the staff at Chef Alfredo's, Ron Banks and his staff at Rusty's Firehouse Subs for all they've done for us over the weekends that we've had recruiting visits. At the academics, Amy Tukawafu, who is your better half, Jeff, if you didn't know, Kayla Corver and her staff, Professor Paul Maggio, what a stud that guy is. Shows up every time we ask him to show up and represents this university very, very well. The SID support group, Gabby and Maddie and Regan Hunsaker, thank you guys for all that you guys do. John Smith, Eric Levitt, Mark Levitt, want to thank you guys for what you've done for our football program. I will forget names and leave somebody out, but I want our full-time staff to stand up, going left to right in the room, and just who you are and what position you coach. And guys, thank you a bunch.
Will Brunson, coach of tight ends. Matt White, offensive line.
Andrew Bates, strength and conditioning.
Shane McGlure, special
defense coordinator, safeties coach.
Darius Smith, running backs, crew coordinator.
Gino Chen, the cornerback. Ryan Hunt, defensive tackles.
Sean Magnuson, defensive ends.
Brady Easton, wide receivers.
Brady's got his hands full with the newborn in the back. You guys did a great job this starting last year in April. Did a great job till now getting this class signed. Now to the signing class. Really excited about all these young men. This is mostly in alphabetical order, so it's not in any certain order, but going through Jake Alexander, offensive lineman from Phoenix, Arizona area. Jake is 6'6", 285 pounds. Guys, one of the more physical offensive linemen that we saw on film this year. We signed Jake for two reasons, physicality and then his want to finish in plays. We were excited about that. Jake will graduate this June, go on his church mission. We will get him back in spring of 2027. Excited about Jake. Parker Andrus from down the road. Parker Andrus is from down the road in St. George, Utah. He is a Crimson Cliffs graduate soon enough. 6'2", 265 pounds. In my opinion, one of the best defensive linemen in the state, maybe the best defensive tackle in the state of Utah. Two-time state champion, first team All-State. Really excited about Parker. Going to come in here and compete immediately. Cameron Athey is a running back out of Phoenix, Arizona, originally from Nashville, Tennessee. We're excited about Cam. Cam is 5'9", 200 pounds, and that just point blank, one of the most electric tailbacks that we saw on film this year. Really excited about Cam coming in here and competing. A young man that we can hand the football to, and he can score from 60 and 70 yards out. One of the things that impressed us on his film was him returning kickoffs 99 yards, 105 yards for touchdowns. Really excited about that. Chris Brown's a wide receiver out of San Diego, California. Lightning speed, dynamic receiver, makes a whole bunch of plays. I'll get it wrong, but caught 150 plus passes in his high school career. He is also really, really good on special teams. 5'9", he is 5'11", 170 pounds. We're excited about getting Chris in here. Another one, Joe, I need you to help me pronounce these names now. Sebastian Fonanua. Sebastian is an offensive lineman. He is 6'3", 300 pounds. He is out of Rose Park, Utah, and Sebastian is a good offensive lineman, good defensive lineman. We were really impressed by the fact he didn't come off the field on his high school team. Sebastian will graduate in June, go on his church mission. We'll get him back in the spring of 2027. Excited about Sebastian. Next up is Tyson Line. Tyson Line is a 6'3", 190-pound quarterback out of San Diego, California, a teammate of Chris Brown's. They are both from Mira Mesa High School in San Diego. Just really like the combination, like the chemistry they had on the field. But Tyson is a dynamic quarterback that has a chance to be the next great one at SUU, and we're excited about him. Next up is Ian Mariner. Ian Mariner is a defensive lineman. He is 6 foot tall, 290 pounds, out of Lehi, Utah. He played on that Sky Ridge team that won the state title in 2022, lost the state title this year. Ian will graduate in June. Ian will go on his church mission, and we'll get him back in spring of 2027. Really excited about Ian. Made a bunch of plays on that team the last 2 years, and excited about him. Next up, Jaden Robinson. Jaden Robinson is a wide receiver out of Henderson, Nevada, Liberty High School to be specific, and he is 5'10", 175 pounds, really dynamic athlete. Jaden's going to come in here and play wide receiver for us, but we could put Jaden at tailback, we could put him at DB, we could put him at outside linebacker, and he'd be really good at all of them. We found out this weekend that he may be the best bowler on the team next year, and he may throw axes better than anybody in our football program. We went axe throwing Saturday night, and he's really good at that too. But excited about what Jaden can do. Excited about what he's going to do as a player here. Good football player. Crush Sowers is next. Offensive line. He's first team all name before he even starts. An offensive lineman with the name Crush. Crush is out of Phoenix, Arizona. He is 6'3", 290 pounds. Dynamic offensive lineman, could play all three spots for us, center, guard, or tackle. He's a really good center, and we're excited about Crush. He is first team. He's first team a lot of things, but he's first team all district, first team all region. Excited to get him in here to play for us. Next up is Jackson Stevens. Jackson Stevens played with Ian Mariner on that Sky Ridge team this year, the state runner-up. Jackson is a 6'4", 225-pound quarterback. In my opinion, the best quarterback in the state of Utah this year. And I know there's some that people like in this state, but we like Jackson the most. Been recruiting him for 2 years. Very, very fortunate to beat some really, really good schools on him. Jackson is graduating as we're sitting here. He will go on his mission this winter, and we will get him back in spring of 2026. Really excited about Jackson Stevens at the quarterback position. Barron Taylor is next. Barron Taylor is a DB out of Sacramento, California, and as it goes with me, I know their film and where they're from and what position they play long before I know their names. And every time that Coach Castile kept bringing him up, I said, he's good. I like him. I like him. We were able to get Barron here to visit this weekend. Him and his family fell in love with Cedar City and our university. Barron is coming to play for us this fall and going to be a very good defensive back going forward. Very dynamic. Barron is also great on special teams, which matters to us. Jaden Wells is next. Jaden Wells is out of the state of Washington. He is 6'2", 285. He is a D tackle to go along with Parker Andrus, that they are going to be two of the better freshman D tackles in the country next year. Jaden is a 4-year starter at his high school, first team all region, first team all state. Great football player. What we really liked on film was just how physical he was on a consistent basis, how hard he played, play in and play out, playing every play on offense, every play on defense. Really matters to our coaching staff, but excited about getting Jaden here. Xavier Williams is next. Xavier is a wide receiver, might end up being a defensive back, but a great athlete out of San Diego, California. I'm going to get called out for not giving their specific towns, but Southern California is close enough. Xavier played first-year high school football this year. One of those young men that come through the ranks, and he was going to be a Division I basketball player, Division I. You wake up going into your senior year, and you're 6 foot tall, and the Division I basketball thing may not happen. He switches over to football, and he's one of the best players in Southern California this year. Xavier can play wide receiver. He can play DB for us. He returns kicks and punch. Great athlete. We're excited to get him in here to play for us. Danny King's next. Danny King is next, and Danny is, guys, he's from back home. Ladies and gentlemen, he's from back home, and I'll just do it this way, point blank, the best high school kicker and punter that I ever watched in person. I used to go to his high school football games when we were back there and watch him kick it 6 yards out of the back of the end zone on kickoffs, and then just regularly hit 50 and 60-yard kicks. Watched him one night hit a 40-some-yard kick to beat one of the teams that was ranked in the country, to beat one of the private schools they were playing. I think Danny's high school, and not only was he their kicker and punter, but he was also the starting quarterback for a state title team and another team that lost a state title game, if I remember right. But a great athlete, great football player. Danny's been kicking for West Virginia University for the last 4 years. He's going to come in here as a grad transfer, great academically, MBA student, and he's going to kick and punt for us for the next 2 years, and will be a major upgrade there, and we're excited about Danny. Last but not least, maybe my favorite young man in the graduating class is Charlie Reed. Charlie Reed is an offensive lineman out of Castle Rock, Colorado, Douglas County High School to be specific. Charlie is 6'1", 285. He is the lineman of the year, and he is first team all academic, all state, which matters to our coaching staff. Charlie, over the course of his career, as good a center as we watched on film this year, plays with leverage, plays physical, drives his feet, violent hands, does everything you want to see an offensive lineman do. But Charlie, over his career, got moved. He played center, he played guard, he played tackle, he did whatever his coaching staff asked him to do, which is really, really important to us. This year he flipped over and played tackle and defensive tackle when they're not his best positions. We think Charlie's going to come in here and be a very, very good center guard for us, and excited about him. I'll end on this. You'll see with our recruiting class, I think we represent, the 15 guys represent about 8 different states. We made it a point to recruit Utah and be really, really good at home and build a fence around Utah. And we signed 4 or 5 guys from Utah that we're really excited about. And then after that, we went and got a kid from Vegas and 2 kids from Phoenix and 3 kids from Southern California and a kid from Maryland and a kid from Colorado. And I'm Washington State, and we're really excited about that, getting really, really good students that match our football program and are going to be blue collar and hard working and really, really physical, mentally and physically tough in our football program. I'll end on this one. Our 2023 season that we're all really, really excited about. We went 6-5. We finished second in the United Athletic Conference, and all of that is great. If we play the game tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have 12 seniors, 36 juniors, 32 sophomores. We are getting ready to be really, really good. And the thing that our coaching staff will tell you that we're most proud about is what we've done in the classroom and what we've done community service-wise in the community. But here's the number one thing. Of all you hear portal this and portal that, and this team, the school, as Mr. New says, the school down the road, their entire team went in the portal. We have no one of substance that got in the portal this year, and we're really, really excited about that. We're bringing all of our good players and our contributors. We're bringing them all back for 2024. Go Thunderbirds.
Does anyone have any questions they want to ask any of our coaches? Now would be the time. If you guys got any other questions you want to ask the coaches?
You know, when we talk about this recruiting class, we talk about the missionaries leaving for 2 years. It would be nice if in the future we could add the returning missionaries, because to us, I don't remember who you were going 2 years ago. They weren't here, and they're gone, and it would be nice to hear who they are and why you recruited them, and those kind of things. So it kind of fleshes out what we're really going to see on the field.
Just to close also on that, what Neil brought up there, what % of the missionaries do come back in 2 years? Is that 50%? Anybody got an idea?
So next month, in 3 or 4 weeks from now, on January 8th, we return 4 missionaries back. This will be the last group of missionaries that the last coaching staff signed. So I give you all their names, but I'll mess their names up. But we got 4 young men returning. This is, in my experience, and I was at Southern Virginia before here. When you're doing it right, when you're doing it right, you can get 60-65% of them to come home and play ball. And when you're doing it wrong, it's somewhere between 10 and 25%. If that helps you.
Are you doing it right? Another question on this national letter of intent. How many sports at this level are being affected? Or is it just the major 5 schools that are really being affected with that?
In college football, there are Division III and Division II teams now that have NIL. So that they form collectives in their towns and at their universities, and they're doing everything from helping young men and women with the cost of attendance to all the way up at our level. They're just buying players. If that helps.
Any signing day questions?
All right, we'll wrap up tonight. Let me just say again, thank you to all of our coaches, assistant coaches. We know how much you guys work throughout the year to make this event, this night happen. So congratulations on a great signing class for all of our coaches, assistant coaches. And again, thanks to our friends that are here tonight and obviously the many friends and family that are watching from around the country, around the world. We're excited to have all the new T-Birds coming in. We can't wait to see them all here. Some coming this spring semester and most coming in the fall. But we're excited to have you, and we're excited to welcome you to this great university and this great community. So again, thanks for coming tonight. Everyone have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Women's basketball at 2 o'clock, right? All right, see you then. Thanks so much. Go T-Birds.